What's going on, you guys? In this episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3, I'm going to either A, prepare for 3 stars for this Indonesian park, or I'm B, going to actually get the 3-star rating. I'm not sure which one's going to happen here. The first couple parks to get to 3-star rating, they happen in one video. The last park I just got done doing, I had to do 2 days of prep work. So, about 2 hours for our time. Yeah, it took 2 sessions to knock that all out. Not 2 days. I did it in the same night, but it took 2 sessions to get that park to 3-star. And the funny thing is as soon as I got the park in working order, I looked down, and I was nearly at 4 stars. So, oh man, all it took was just getting the dinosaurs into their specific parks and happy, I suppose. But I had all the dinos there already ready to go. So just bear with me here for one moment as I get my coffee going. It's going to be a long one tonight. I have a lot of Jurassic World to get knocked out. The potential of going to the next parks after this one in the Japanese park and getting the 4 stars and then 5 stars, it's looking like it's going to happen, faster and faster. Some of my parks, like the Chinese park, and then I want to say the Nevada park's already ready to go to 4 star, and then there's another park that's right there at 4 star. So it's going to be really quick, you guys. Those ones might only take 20 minutes to get knocked out. But I'm gonna let that coffee brew up for a moment. I need to take a look at what's going on here at the park. I need to increase my reputation, which will then unlock more. I think I unlocked, yes I did, I unlocked this little strip here, which that's not a bad little strip. Not gonna lie. I might be, no, I was gonna say I might be able to utilize the coastline for the water, but this isn't Ark. This is not Ark Survival Evolved or Ascended. Okay, so 2-star rating. I have a bunch of small dinos over here. The next objective was getting this one all squared away. Now let me see what dinos I have in the fossils over here. Some Velociraptor, which I might think about adding some raptors if they give me enough points. That is always a consideration. Maybe a large meat-eating dino would probably be preferable in this instance. There are several little parts of the island, and they're all small. So the larger the rating on the dino, the better off I'm going to be overall. So again, it's either going to have to be a Spino, if they have the Spino. I'm not sure if the Spino's in this one. Oh no, yeah, it is. Of course it is. I had a baby Spino running around on the Japanese park. It's probably this one that's completely done there. My apologies for the sound of my Keurig in the background. Sounding like somebody's got a case of the Rhea. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, my Velociraptor's only up to 45? Well, I'm not sure if they're factoring in the percentage that I have going right now. So I'm gonna hold off, let them run their current fossils really quickly before I decide what I'm gonna do over here. But I can go get the Cineraptor, whatever that one is. I completely butchered the name of it. The Sinnoh. I'm not even gonna try it. The Sinnoh. Let's gonna go for the Sinnoh. And as per usual, gotta speed up time. I mean, what kind of progress am I gonna do? Or what kind of progress am I gonna have? Ah, yes, this is the one that has the balloon tour. I like this little balloon tour. I'm gonna have to re-modify its route to take it up this way now and bring it around. Um, Ideally, I think all I have to do is just like run it down the middle. So let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. Edit the route. All right, so I'm gonna have to break it right around here. And remove all of this portion to about there. And then let's start tracking it out. Ah, that's right, it doesn't go through this one. So let's just do a little snaking pattern real quick, just to take it through this enclosure. Just so the, well, honestly, I can do this. Hold on. Yeah, I can do that instead. Be much nicer. Don't have to go through anything. And there we go. And then taking it right out, gotta mute real quick. Okay, I think the chime has completed its course. Sorry, it does happen from time to time. We have a clock here in this house that plays the Peanuts theme song. And what's going on here? I thought this connected. Oh dear, we are in trouble. Alrighty. I did not anticipate this. Is this gonna be another prep video? Honestly, I need to focus on the dinos more than I need the rides. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need to play this a little smarter. No, in my head it was like, oh, there's water right here. It's not a problem. Just go right over the water, right? Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna have to thread the needle twice with this thing. So I need to get it as close to that direction as I can. And then I don't have to be quite so down the middle. I can bring it down a little bit closer to the edge here. I'm actually gonna have to do that to thread the needles. These little choke points here. Now that looks horrible. Do something like that. And like this. And there we go. That's much cleaner. Much cleaner. Now my coffee is done. I need to remember not to forget about it. I have a bad habit of forgetting my coffee. My wife actually makes fun of me because of it. She calls me Britney Spears. Well, she doesn't call me Britney Spears, but she says that I pull a Britney. You know, oops, I did it. Or what was this? What's the name of the song? Something, oops, I did it again. Or I don't know. I don't know any of that pop culture nonsense. Growing up, I was a metalhead. It was either rock, pop, you know, like punk rock, not pop, but it was, you know, punk rock, heavy metal, maybe a little bit of rap intertwined and some country, you know, boy bands and all that pop music nonsense. It wasn't really, you know, my cup of tea. So I'm not gonna knock it. It is a decent genre. Now, once I'm older and I have a kid, and I can, I don't know if it's really calling it an appreciation for the music, but my daughter seems to like the music, so I have to find some way to enjoy it myself. And some of them are catchy, you know, artists such as like Ed Sheeran. There's a couple that are out there make really catchy tunes. Let's see, increase park rating to 3 stars. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to use this as my baseline. I'm not going to be able to get that 100K. That's fine with me, though. Let's go for the fossils. And then let me head on over to the hatchery. And let's see what I can use real fast. Let me see what kind of carnos I have. Nothing really. Appeal. I mean, it's got good appeal, so I'll keep the raptor in mind here. This has amazing appeal. What are you? Now let's find another one of those high appeal dinos. I already have you. I already have you. This has good appeal for the park. People prefer it, actually. The same with this one. I think I've already added them, though. Yeah, this guy. This one has high appeal. I'm curious as to why. Like, his appeal is through the roof. I think that's the one I'm going to put over in that enclosure, right over here. So we're going to see what it's going to need, besides all my scientists to be available. Speaking of scientists, let's go to the control center. And I do have upgrades, so let me see what I can do with those. These are gonna get some of those. Let me get one just because. Normally I would. Whoa. You're fired. Fire. Yep. Get on out of here. Train you up. 1, 2, and I'll give you a 2 here. Train. Nope, you're getting fired. Hold on, let's find some scientists to replace them first. Ew. I didn't find a single one. Oop, there's a geneticist with a 10. There's a welfare with a 10. Give me you. Give me you. Now I just need a 10-star logistics and I'll be good to go. So it was her that I can get rid of. Yep. Fire scientist. Confirm. Train you up with 5 points. 3 of them into this one. I'm going to put 1 into that and 1 into this, just so that they can be some sort of assistance in those fields. Then over here, I need more logistics. I have plenty of welfare. And then when you're done, I can train you. Back over here to the hatchery. Let me see if that little trick allows me to take care of. Yes, it does. With just 1 geneticist. How? Oh, because I have them up to a 10. That's right. Duh. Forgot about that one. Alright, so the fossils are complete. Run those. I said run those with you. Expedition team is still good, I suppose. Let me see if there's any kind of research that I might be able to do to boost my park rating. Hybrids. Ew. The Ankylodocus. No thank you. Thing's hideous. An Ankylosaurus and a... I look like a Doedicurus. Or an Ankylosaurus and a Diplocalus, or a Diplo... I just call them Diplos in Ark Survival Ascended. I can't remember if the Diplocalus or the Diplodocus. Or Diplodocus, as some people call them. It's one of those ones. Alright, so we have some eggs. Ooh. Very nice. How do I swap the gender again? You can't? Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so I need to get that rating a little bit higher. So that's our objective. Expedition Center. Now, what was the name of that thing? A Diano something or other. I'll find it. Don't worry, you guys. Diano Suchus. No, that's a meat-eating crocodile, I believe. The thing I'm looking for is a plant eater. And I already have percentage in it. Is it down here, maybe? No? This one? Well, that's the Jonatus. I'm gonna find this, you guys. Over here, perhaps? No? How do I get that rating? Does it just give it to me over time? That's a high rating dino. No, that was the Metabosaurus. This one right here. This is it. That's my dino. I think. Yep. Yep, this is the one. So it wants fish and then some other stuff. So I'm going to have to make sure that the watering hole is big enough for it. And then the enclosure, I'm going to need to make it a little bit larger, I'm thinking. Let me go ahead and... yeah, I'm going to make that just a little bit larger. bring it up to like maybe about here. That's that buildable area. How? No, I'm not. Just by a simple turn of the gate? How am I outside that build? Yeah, look at that. You're lying to me. Because now I can go ahead and continue building. Silly game. Trying to pull that nonsense with me. Who do you think you're playing? Who you playing with? Who you playing? A fool. That's who they're playing. So that's just a little bit bigger. And while I'm waiting on a couple things, I suppose I can get the water that they're gonna need. I kind of want to go for this back corner over here. And then I can bring this over here. I do want to make a little bit of it deep water, just in case. Like that, but I still need to have a little bit of area for the feeder, which I'm going to put that in right now. Yeah, a little bit of deep water, a little bit of area for them to eat. Not a big problem. My cash flow, though, that is that is a problem. Okay, so they're back with my fossils, and it indeed was the one that I was looking for. Pesky droids. Yes, I'm a Star Wars nerd. Sorry, I couldn't help it. These things do happen. They do happen. Alright, so now we're back to just standing around, waiting, twiddling our thumbs, patiently. Well, I can't say I'm patiently doing anything. Honestly, I'm over here pacing back and forth, so that would be a lie. Impatiently waiting to get these percentages increased. And there we go. Perfect. Now, since these dinos say that they are short-lived, I'm going to need to make them a little bit more expensive and boost their lifespan. And I forgot that every dino needs to have at least a 70% rating for you to create a male for their species to continue the process of them creating, babies, and you not needing to worry so much about creating more. Some good coffee. Right, so that timer is over. The fossils are done. Let's just go ahead and get another 5% ticked in there for absolutely no reason. Okay, modify the genome. Traits. Lifespan. Appetite. Oh, it's got 50% less appetite? No, that's perfect. Go ahead and keep that. Save and edit. You're going to have a very long lifespan. Oh, yeah. Put these two on the job. Yeah, that works perfectly. Alright, the next thing they're probably going to want is some tree cover. I don't know what kind of plant life they wanted to munch on. I didn't take the time to read. But what I can do is I can get some plant matter thrown over here. And then I can also come back over here, go to the synthesis of this, and then maybe somewhere it'll tell me. Maybe not. Alright, I'm just going to wait until they tell me what they want. We got a ranger post over here. Gates there already. A viewing gallery. Alright, so I think I have majority of what they're going to want. Select the eggs. Oh, this is less than last time. Oh well. Long live nocturnal. $2 million. Jeez. They're expensive. But you know what? They're about to bring in a ton of people to the park. This is a very, very high, I think I'm not sure, is it appeal? A very high appeal rating on this dino here. Sorry, my words are failing me. Late at night and my brain doesn't like to operate. It doesn't like to operate even when I'm at full capacity. Who am I kidding? The aging process has begun to take over. The gray matter's turning to white. I'm probably going to be at high risk for dementia if I don't do something about my mental. You know, just because you guys are out of school doesn't mean that it's okay to just go about doing whatever you want. You know, keep that brain sharp. Keep it sharp. You know, think of your brain as a sword. The more you use the sword, the duller it gets. Over time, it gets even duller, and rust takes over because you're not using it. And then if you go to try and use it again, well, it's not going to perform very well. That's the analogy that I was taught as a kid. And then, yeah, well, I'm not much of a swordsman, if you couldn't tell. The only thing I seem to keep sharp around here is my reflexes. Got to keep those on point. My wife drops something, I got to catch it before it smashes into the ground. Somebody tries to throw a punch at me, I got to be able to evade. On the road, if somebody tries to cut me off, well, you know, I'll see it coming and be able to react accordingly. Which that's one thing that I've kind of prided myself in my whole life. My reaction speed and my hand-eye coordination, which hand-eye coordination has been going down a lot lately. So they want ground leaf. Okay. And a little bit of wetland. Ground leaf and wetland. Ground leaf and wetland. Alright, so ground leaf. I can do that for you guys. Let's go for over here. Honestly, no. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the wetlands over here. We'll connect the wetlands to the water. Let's get this real fine. I do want to hit the perimeter with the wetlands. Get some plant matter in that water. Okay. And then back over here. Let's go ahead and hit the diversity of this wetland. Okay, that should be enough. And then they said they wanted ground leaf for the rest of it, if memory served right. And we'll just paste all of that over here. And we'll start off small. That way I can paint a little bit cleaner around the edges and then airbrush it in its entirety in the middle. Now I am allowing myself to have a little bit of leeway here in case I need to come through and create more density with the food. Then I'll have the ability to do so. All right, let's get these out into their new home and see how they fare. So I'm going to get one over here. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to see how they handle. Honestly, I'm thinking I might need to put more wetlands in that little tiny splash right here in between the water. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing that right now. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that right now. Bring it up to the station there. I'm just going to make it all one wetland type. And I don't think they need much cover, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some wetland with cover to compensate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Dino Asset transportation complete.
There we go, some wetlands over there. Too few adult males, oh, because it's a female, that's why. Alright, so all of the ground coverage is perfect, all of their food. Once this male gets in here, boom. Now they're trying to figure out who the alpha female is, and he's like, nah, y'all. Police yourselves. Alpha swinging, he's here. So how big are they? I'd say they're about maybe a medium? Let me see how a medium fits for him. Ew. No, they're definitely a large. Who am I kidding? And I'm going to put that back here in the swamp. Alright, so new virus is broken out. I'm not sure if I need to research this one or not, so let me just go ahead and take a look at my research for my sickness. I have a couple things here that I can research, so let me activate this one. Oh, I can't activate that one. Never mind, I can't activate either of them. I have to mitigate 5 dinos suffering before I can work on this. So let's just go ahead and wait for that to take care of their situation. Or what's going on here? Yeah, okay, so I progressed. Oh, I guess I just have to wait for 2 more outbreaks and then I can cure it whenever it pops up. I don't know. Alright, so nearly got that rating that I'm looking for, which means it's time to add in the vehicle. The vehicle attractions. Nope, I stand corrected. If I want to boost this park rating, there is one thing that I got to do. And that is adding in a monorail. I think I wanted to add it over here. If I could. Hold on, I saw that little blue line there. You can't fool me. It's gonna be able to go somewhere over here. Let me just button mash until it lands where it's supposed to go. Come on. Maybe if I button mash faster and move it around more. It's like right over in here, I think it was. Come on. You know what? When in doubt, chop these out. Obstructed by rustic path. Really? Lord, give me strength. Y'all don't need this part of the path. Let me get rid of this right here. And then I'm going to put in this monorail. And then I'll put a path behind it if possible. Or at least connect the path. After I get done making the monorail, that is. Okay, so. Curving it around. Bringing it by the animals right here. Sorry, animals, but they are going to see you a little bit. You'll live, trust me. Turn it like that. And then you noticed I'm doing the same thing that I did with the hot air balloon, sticking close to one edge, as I am going to need to come back the other way. Now, however, right here is where it gets a little bit trickier. Just a little bit. As I need to have the room on the backside, which is why I chose this location right here, because it gives me exactly that.
Attention personnel.
Yeah, new monorail station has opened up. That's right. And you wait until the park gets fully established. I'm just going to do a little rough draft. You know, I'm not doing anything over here. I can always adjust later on. So let's get this completed so that my people can be satisfied with the park that they get. Go right over the hatchery, see the water, come back around, see the hatchery, and what was that? No, you weren't meant to place. Where'd it go? Yeah, you weren't meant to place. You were supposed to sneak back this way and connect to here. Boom. And then, just temporarily, since I don't have any kind of power here, this little backup generator should do it. I said, little backup generator should do it. Come on. Come on, terrain. Seriously? There, little backup generator should do it.
Personnel, a new monorail station has opened and guests will be arriving shortly.
I'm hoping that takes care of my situation there. I mean, it should. Maybe if I had another monorail here? Just to get people around? But where could I do that at? Potentially, like, right here. That's not allowed over here. Oh well. There's one still over this way. Once I add another enclosure over there, it'll really pick up the park rating. I think what I need is another attraction, actually. So I'm going to do this one right here. Come on, get straight with the... Why can't I do it right there, but nowhere else? There. And then let's do a track. Just do these first two. Nothing too special. Okay, might need to relocate slightly. Maybe to right about there. Come on, get back. There we go. Get straight. How is that in the water? There's no way that's in water. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to snake it around. Come back over to this way. Hit that. Hit this one. And then... Ew. What if I go to here, and then... There we go. Curve too sharp. Couldn't get it all right yourself. Come on. Let's see if there's anything else that the guests might need, such as bathrooms, which will increase that park rating. Or it should. As well as emergency shelter.
The restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Our restroom is available for whenever nature calls. Yeah. Except for when you're at the T-Rex enclosure. Don't go to the bathroom then. Trust me. It'll be the last thing you ever do. You know, I'm just going to throw it down here by the generator. If it floods, it floods. Sorry, people. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to do to get this rating up, aside from throwing more dinos out. I mean, I got a hefty amount from throwing in that one grouping there. So maybe I can find one that's potentially compatible with them. Let me take a look at them real quick, actually. That'll be my first tell on what's going to go in here with them. It likes sauropods. It also likes hadrosaurs. Okay, let's find us a hadrosaur. That also likes ground leaf. Yes, one that likes ground leaf. A ground leaf hadrosaur. That's gonna be tough. They have low appeal, so not even worth it. I mean, I can always add a couple more of these, I believe. Are you a hadrosaur? What are you? I'm not seeing what type it is. I want to say it's a hadrosaur, though. But it likes ground fiber, so never mind. Let me just take a look at the dinos that I've already kind of got in here. Info, you like... Where did I find what it likes to eat at again? Ah, this one likes ground leaf. Okay, so I can think about this one. What about Edmontosaurus? Edmontosaurus likes ground fiber. Alright, looks like we're gonna get a couple more cores in here. They're not all that effective, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. So what we're gonna also do is we're gonna add a few more of the Dianos, just to get them, cooking alongside. Do I have any cores here? I don't think I do. No, I don't. So this will be a nice little addition. I already have them on another park, so that's a bit unfortunate. Is this pause? It is pause. What's going on? All right, 3 times. Speed it all up. I'm going to get you some more women to play with, good sir. And then I'm going to also... Wait, where is he? I'm going to get you some more women to play with, good sir. I'm also going to give you some companions that you like. Some good coffee. Unfortunately, it's starting to get on the cold side. Select eggs. Really? Really? Just 2 of you, huh? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow for these ones to cook up first, as 2 is not enough for them. They need more than just that. And on top of that, we're going to need a little spot for them to mate. Environment, no. Enclosures, they are a medium type, I believe. I'll know more once they're in here. I'm not even going to worry about it. What's going on over here with you? Oh, that's another thing I need to do really quickly. If it'll let me. This one. Add task. Assign to the ranger post. I guess they're already all assigned. Okay. That's convenient. I like that. Select eggs. Ooh, lots more females. Very nice. Begin incubation for 2.7 million. Good lord, that's a huge chunk of my cash. However, with 4 more, that should give me like 0.2 more on that, at least, on the rating. And I'm sitting at a 2.8. I was at a 2.2 or 2.3, so I got a decent bit off just 3 of these. I'm really hoping, like I said, that this jumps me up there. 4 additional females, and then we'll have the Corys to throw in there as well. So just a few more moments, you guys, and this park should be at a 3-star rating. What's going on with this? Oh, I need to take a picture of this. Okay, direct control. Where am I? Not at the enclosure that I need to be. Move.
New objective received.
Watch out. Excuse me. Avian pox coming through. Gotta get this taken care of right now. We're going through the brush. Hang on, boys.
Eyes on the asset.
Alright. RTV. I I believe I need to do research. So let me view that really quickly. Maybe research, medicine. Where's it at? No? Aha, I see, says the blind man as he pisses into the wind. It's all coming back to me now. I'm sorry, that's something I picked up from my cousin. So just under 3 minutes, or in this case, 1 minute, as we are on 3 times speed now. So just under 1 minute. I'm hoping this ranger or this medical team gets in here and heals these guys. Ooh, it doesn't help that they're elderly. Did I ever get them an enclosure to breed with? Can't remember. Oh well, it's getting taken care of now. That's nearly completed. Elderly. Huh. Oh, it's a little feller. Well, what's going on with my audio? My left headset was going all crazy. Huh, oh well. You got a lot of work to do. Medical unit. A lot of work to do. I recommend working faster. Oh yeah. Stop attacking the vehicle, you guys. He's just there trying to heal y'all. Come on. Alright, we got some to release now. Release, 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 and release. And then I can craft up a couple more Cories. I do want to make the Alpha the highest mutated one.
We are pleased to welcome a Dino to the park.
Asset transportation underway.
Or sorry, the one that has the most traits. That way, with whatever female he tries to breed with, he might be able to transfer those traits. So that's one thing I've always done. Especially with like games like Ark, I try to breed a male and a female with all the highest stats, and then I breed the male into the females to give me more and more mutations.
Delivery complete.
And there we go, 3-star rating, just like that. Just like that.
Ladies and
gentlemen, hold on one moment as I get this next task available for me. I need to get a good male.
Transportation underway.
It almost took me to 5-star. If I just built a whole park of them, I'd have 5-star in no time. Alright, there's 3 eggs. We got a 2, a 2, and a 2. And then up here there was a 2 and a 2. Alright, so let's just go ahead and begin incubation on both sets of these. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have extras, you know. So there we go. But that's a 3-star rating completed as promised in this one video. Thank God. Ooh, pasture. Okay. Keep going, keep going. You'll get your wetlands. Oh, and they need more fish now. Environment. Get out of the way. Here goes the secondary fish. One of them was less than 100. Missing water. How can you be missing water? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a problem here, you guys. As yeah. Pasture. What's your percentage on your water? Still not at 100? Alright, so let's add more water. Create a nice little waterfall, if you will. They're at 181% on that. So what I can do is I can look for pasture. If they're at 181, that means they only need about half of this right here. So I can turn that little section over there into pasture. Let me take another gander upon you. 141. Okay, that should be manageable now. I hope. If not, then we're gonna have some problems. Not really. All I'll have to do is just expand their cage that much more, and we'll be good to go. though that entire region will just have to be pasture. But I believe I have enough of the ground and everything reworked to contain and satisfy all of these dinos. So I'm going to set one over here, I'm going to set one over here, I'm going to set one back this way, and there we go. That should spread out their territory and figure out where they want to go first and foremost. So ground leaf, that'll expand rapidly. Adult population, there's too few. Oh, we're golden. We are golden. Yeah, they're all going to congregate over here, and the rest of them will stay over here. Alright, you guys. So, a 3-star rating, and all my dinos are content. Minus that one that has, 5. Wherever that guy's at. I don't know. Somebody's not content. Oh well. Yep, 3-star rating, and
Asset transportation
plenty of room to expand in the future to get that 5-star. We're already almost to another 4-star again. Good lord. Alright, that's all I have time for, you guys. If you enjoyed this one, smash that thumbs up. If you're new around here and you're still around, obviously you're going to view more content, so it's in your best interest to smash that subscribe button. You don't have to. I'm not by any means forcing you to. Nobody's sitting next to you with a gun up against your head. Nobody's going through your phone and doing it for you. Though, if I could do that second portion, I would. Not the first one. I'm not going to hold a gun to your head. No, God, no. I'm not trying to go to prison. Nope. I would be the first piece. Everybody would want to have part of. No, thank you. I will pass on all that fun business. But that's all I have time for again, you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. You guys take care and you stay safe. And I will catch you in the next video. Later, guys.